Hi, my name is Jeff Boyce with HomeSmart Cherry Creek Properties, and let me tell you about the coolest new program that I've been doing for 4 years now, and that is the Lease-to-Own or Lease-to-Purchase program, and I guess some people would call it a rent-to-own program here in the Denver Metro area. And how it works is this: it's very, very unusual, and it's very, very unique, and here's why. Instead of just renting an ordinary Zillow or property management company, which are often older and outdated and oftentimes smelly and not all that great, our program actually allows you to pick a gorgeous home like this that's listed off of the Denver multi-list, listed for sale. So with our program, you actually get to pick out a gorgeous home listed for sale, just like you were a regular home buyer with a mortgage. And yet here you are, a renter. So that's the unique part of our program. Number one, you get to pick out a home that's listed for sale. Number two, it's actually very easy to qualify. It's just a $50,000 a year annual household income or higher. We've got to have a 2-month security deposit on that that's fully refundable. And or when you go ahead and decide to purchase the home, that's actually credited. So if you bought a $400,000 house and you had a $2,500 rent, you'd have a $5,000 security deposit. So you could reduce the price of your $400,000 home down to $395,000 in that example. The other thing is we've got to have a TransUnion score of 580 or higher per renter, but that's actually average between two people. So if one had a 560 and one had a 600, that actually averages to 580, and we're just fine there. The last requirement is that we've got to have a current debt-to-income ratio of 45% or below. To figure that, let's just say you had a $10,000 a month household income and you had $4,500 total with your car loans, student loans, maybe some Visa, MasterCard, or other kind of debt. So as long as we've got 4,500 divided by 10,000 is that 45% debt ratio. And by the way, the reason that they do that is FHA and conventional loans typically are at a 45% back-end debt ratio. So they actually want you kind of pre-ready to be able to buy a house in the next year or so, depending on what your credit and or your financial situation is. So again, the program is simple. It's a 2-month security deposit. You get to pick out a gorgeous home like this in most of the Denver metro cities, from Colorado Springs all the way up to Fort Collins. We can do almost every single city. We've got 2,000 homes right now currently in the Denver metro area: Littleton, Lakewood, Arvada, Westminster. We can do Thornton, Erie. We can go up to Longmont. We can do the Decano, Frederick area. We can do the Commerce City, Brighton area, Reunion, Buffalo Run. Like I said, the Denver homes in Denver County, Aurora, tons of homes out in Aurora, Centennial, parts of Parker. So as a recap, you get to pick out a gorgeous home like this. You get to choose a 1-year lease that's fully renewable by you, and you can renew that up to 4 times. So you could actually live in the home up to 5 years before you decided to purchase. Now, you are not required to purchase the home. Let's just say that you picked out this gorgeous home, but about 3/4 of a year, maybe a year and a half into your lease, you decided that you don't like the neighborhood after all. Or you didn't like the house, or you got transferred to some other part of town and you couldn't or wouldn't want to drive that far anyways. Well, then you would just treat this as a lease. So when you gave your 60-day notice to move out, you get your 2 months of security deposit back. They're fully refundable. Now, the amazing part of the program is that if you decide to buy the home, anytime you can get your mortgage loan done, and if that involves getting your credit scores up a little higher or saving for your down payment, you can purchase the home at any time. So if you were in there 6 or 9 months, you can still buy the home, or a year and a half, or 2 years, or 2.5 years. Whenever you're able to get your mortgage loan, you can buy the home. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? Now, the way the program works is our investor buys that home for you for cash. There is a 4% markup on that. It sounds terrible, but they've got to make their money back while you're renting in there. But The coolest part is they actually allow you to keep all the home appreciation above 4% when you close and purchase the home. Most Denver homes are appreciating at about 4 to 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9% or so a year. Well, anything above 4% is your profit to keep. So you could actually rent the house for about a year and a half, have your $400,000 home appraised. 6% appreciation is $424,000 after 1 year on a $400,000 home. I know that's a lot of math for you. 4% of $400,000 is $16,000. Well, anything above that is yours to keep. So when you did your home loan, if that same home that first year appraised for $424,000, $428,000, all that money above $416,000 is yours to keep. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? So it makes sense to do this program because you can move into a gorgeous home right now and buy it at any time and keep all of the additional home equity or appreciation. If you've got questions and you'd like to hear more about the program, my name is Jeff Boyce. Give me a call, 303-622-5700. And I'm glad to answer any questions you just might have about the program. And I've been doing this for 4 years as a certified lease-to-purchase specialist for my investor. Thank you.